Okay, guys, we're back with the third and final part of the criteria of a good monologue. Today, we're going to be focusing on the journey. So, just like last class, I'm going to talk a little bit through the notes and then I'll show you my example. So, when we talk about the structure of a monologue, going from point A to point B, what we want to see is a journey. So, the best way to do that is through a change, like a change in status, a change in sentence structure, an emotional change. If you've noticed the monologues that I've shown you through my modeling the past couple of lessons, the character starts with one emotion and then they end at another emotion. Um, but you can do that through a change in status, maybe at the beginning. If you guys remember the monologue from Pygmalion that we read, Eliza, at the beginning of the play, started out as a flower girl in a shop selling flowers, but then Henry brought her up to this higher stature, so her status had changed, not necessarily in that monologue, but in the play it changed. Um, so maybe you could do a status change in a monologue, just a shorter version of that play, because remember, monologues are mini plays. Um, Maybe your character goes from single to a couple or a couple to single in a monologue. Maybe, let's see, the next one, it could be sentence structure. So maybe at the beginning, they're talking in really long sentences and telling all about the things that they're doing and whatnot. And then they finish with short, choppy sentences at the end. So some type of journey. So we're going to practice writing an emotional journey in my modeling for you guys today. It says use the same character that you created for the language profile, or you can create a new character. I think to make it a little bit easier, we're just going to keep using the same character. So I'm still going to use Barbara Lincoln. It says write a half a page monologue. If you remember some of my monologues, so this is the one from the last class, wasn't necessarily a half a page, but remember typed is going to be, if I had handwritten this is about the length of half a page. Um, and the same with the one before that. That one's a little bit shorter. So if you're handwriting it, you want about half a page in length. If you're typing it, you want at least a good 8 to 10 sentences to make it the same length as half a page. Um, write as much as you can, okay? Don't get freaked out by the constraint of 10. If your character is going off and they want to say more, monologues can be more than half a page. There are some monologues that are 1-2 pages. In our show Hoodie, one of the characters had a monologue that was probably an entire page of script, which was the longest part that they had to learn. Um, but for this assignment, it says write a half-page monologue. The character starts with one emotion and ends with another. The example I'm going to go through is this is the worst day of my life. My character is going to start off sad. Well, I would hope they start off sad if it's the worst day of their life. And then the ending emotion, it gives me options. So I can choose to either be happy, excited, elated, or encouraged. So I'm going to start off sad because it's the worst day of my life. But I think I'm going to finish off encouraged. I like the word encouraged. Let's see. Can I highlight? That way I know what I'm ending with. All right. So it gives me the first line. And with this assignment, you'll all get a first line. It'll be on the next part when you start your writing. The monologues that we're going to do the rest of this unit, I think we have one more kind of free write monologue type deal, and then you guys are going to be writing your final one and choosing which one you want to perform. More details will come about that later. But I'm going to try to give you guys some first lines that you can use in case you get stuck. So the first line is the worst day of my life. And I'm going to write Barbara, so I know that that's who's speaking. If you guys remember from the last lesson, I made her character profile, said that she's not afraid to stand up for herself and she chooses what she says deliberately. She doesn't have a huge vocabulary, so I need to make sure that I don't use my teacher vocabulary when I write for her. Let's see, ellipses. I think I had to add a few in that last monologue. Her sentences, we said, were a good balance of short and long. Let's see. So I know you guys might not necessarily be able to go back and check your character profile that you made, but just kind of do your best to remember what you wrote about the last class. All right. So it's the worst day of my life. probably gonna hit home a lot. But I'm gonna make it as if Barbara's going through what we're going through. She's 13, so eighth grader. Most of my eighth graders are, well, some seventh graders are 13. All right, so this is the worst day of my life. My school just went on lockdown. Instead of where to stay, I'm gonna say, which means we have to stay home and do work online. They don't realize I don't have a way to do all of those assignments at home. And how on earth am I going to learn new things without that annoying math teacher of mine showing me? Yeah, she drives me crazy, but at least I learned something. On pronounce on the capitalize it. Um, she's sad. She's sad. My computer. I'm gonna add this back up. I don't have a way to do those assignments. My computer is slow, and doesn't connect with the internet very well. So I have to share with my two siblings. Sound about right? How on earth am I going to learn new things without that annoying math teacher of mine showing me? Yeah, she drives me crazy, but at least I learned something in her class. Well, I guess all I can do is try. Um, well, I guess all I can do is try. Let's see, I'm gonna add a few ellipses like I did there. Wait, we have a new internet service? The computer's gonna work now? And my teachers are gonna be teaching us online, like live classes and videos of them working out problems or writing? I mean, I get to sleep in while still learning from my teachers. And when we do the classes, I can see my friends do. This is great. I can still make this work. It's just a really big adjustment. All right. So I'm going to read back through it, see if I need anything to be changed, and then I'm going to go double check with the 3 criteria, make sure it fits everything, and also make sure I'm following the directions of the task. This is the worst day of my life. My school just went on lockdown, which means we have to, whoopsie, I already found one. We have to stay home and do schoolwork online. But what they don't realize is I don't have a way to do all those assignments at home. My computer is slow and doesn't connect with the internet very well. Plus, I have to share with my two siblings. And how on earth am I going to learn new things without that annoying math teacher of mine showing me? Yeah, okay, she drives me crazy, but at least I learned something in her class. Well, I guess all I can do is try. Wait, we have a new internet service? And the computer's going to work now? And and my teachers are going to be teaching us online? Like live classes and videos of them working out problems and writing? You mean I get to sleep in while still learning from my teachers? And we do live classes, I can see my friends too? This is great. We can still make this work. It's just a really big adjustment. I think everything is going to be okay. Whew. All right. That was an emotional roller coaster. What do you guys think? Um, man. All right. So this is where you guys throw a hashtag relatable in my classroom, right? All right. So 3 criteria of a monologue. I need to speak. Um, in this case, the character just needs to get something off her chest. She needs to get out her frustration and how she's feeling. So the need to speak is there. She's getting something off her chest. Um, Last class, we talked about the character specific voice. She has a strong voice, we said. She's not afraid to stand up for what she thinks. She uses ellipses. Her sentences are kind of broken up. I still see that in here. And then the last one was a journey. So she starts out pretty upset. She starts sad, almost frustrated. I think I went a little bit more frustrated towards the second or third paragraph or line here. But that's okay. It shows that she's literally going through an emotion, a journey of emotions. And then at the end, it's a really big adjustment, but I think everything's going to be okay. So she's encouraged. She still feels like there's a way for things to keep going and be all right. So it fits the 3 criteria. And it also makes me want to remind you guys it's going to be okay. I know this is really stressful time for everybody. I would much rather be standing in the theater in front of you guys instead of through this camera on my computer. Um, but everything's gonna be okay. We're gonna get through this. We only have a few more weeks left of school, and then hopefully by August, all of this will clear up and we'll be able to be back in our classrooms and with our friends. Just know that I'm here if you need me. Your classmates are here if you need them. There's the discussion board that's always open. The Padlet's always open if you guys need to talk. Um, if anybody needs a Google Meet session for help or they just kind of want to talk to me or their classmates in my classroom, we can do a Google Meet session. Just send me a message and let me know. Um, Sorry, I got a little into character there. Uh, but keep doing good work. You guys are doing really great work, even though this is a really stressful time. Um, I'm really, really proud of you guys for everything that you've done. Hang in there. Uh, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye.